Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be doing another DIY project, and these are some built-ins in our living room. I've always wanted some kind of shelving unit on the side of my fireplace, so that's what we're going to be doing today. To start out, we actually just went to Lowe's and we picked up two cabinets that were in their clearance section. They were only $50 a piece, where they were typically $109, so we saved a lot of money right here. These cabinets are 36 inches wide if you were wanting the dimensions on these. And for the paint, I'm actually just using some leftover paint from our cabinets. I recently painted our lower cabinets this color, so I'm just using some leftover paint. But if you wanted to tackle this exact project, you would only need a quart of paint, which is around $17. So I did budget that into this video when I'm talking about the final cost. I included in the price with a quart of paint. This big piece of wood will be the countertop, and he picked this up at Lowe's for $26 a piece. So he got two of them for each of the cabinets. We're staining all of the wood this provincial color. This is the same color that our mantle is done in, so we wanted to make sure that all of the wood matched in the living room. The next boards he's cutting right here are for the shelves and also for the walls, like around the shelves that he's building. He's using 12-inch wide boards, and he's also using 10-inch wide boards. The 10-inch ones are for the shelves, and then the 12-inch ones are for the sides of the shelves. Here he's just kind of dry fitting to see what we're going to do. We are actually doing things a little bit different. Like on one side we will have our TV, so we only will have one shelf, and then on the other side we will have two shelves, but we also have to account for the arch that I want. I want like a decorative arch to go on the face of the shelves. So we're trying to just eyeball this and see where the shelves will look the very best.
Well, for these, they needed to be 36 inches wide, and this is a 4x8 board. And to figure out how to do an arch, like, I'm not a professional at doing arches in any way, but I figured if I watched a few videos, I could figure it out pretty quick. So I just understood that I needed a track to stay on. So I used a 2x6 right here, and I figured out what I wanted my radius to be and how far apart I wanted it. And then, so I'm gonna go 7 inches down from the top, and I want to have the sides about 17 inches. So you'll fluctuate and play with your board and say, okay, I'm going to put my screw here, and this will be my swivel point.
Your swivel.
So you'll put your screw wherever you want it to find out, okay, like that's where I want my swivel point. And I just put a screw inside of my skill saw and held it to the board. So then I can test it and just run it along and say, okay, that's where I want it to be at. So, and then another tip is you don't want to set the blade low enough to cut through the whole board. You want to just inch at it, like by 1/16 of an inch every time you make a cut. So you'll adjust your saw blade as you go. You don't want the first one to cut all the way through, because then it'll get jammed and it won't cut the curve that you're looking to get, or arch. It'll get
you don't want a
sketchy
sketchy arch. Once he had the shelves in place, I thought they looked a little too thin. So he stained a 1x2 piece of wood and then cut them to the same size as the shelves and then just pin nailed them into the front to just make the wood look a little bit thicker. Some of these decorations might look familiar because they are just from around the house. I haven't bought any new decorations for here just because I will be decorating for fall in a couple of weeks and then Christmas right after that. So I'm not really concerned about just like putting regular decorations up right now, but we are thinking of possibly adding a light above these shelves. Let me know what you guys think. We're still debating on that, but I would love to know in the comments what you guys think if we should include some kind of light fixture like attached to the top of the shelves or inside the top. I feel like at nighttime especially, it's kind of dark over here. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.